welcome to the news on Enyimba TV. We are reaching you from the commercial city of Abba in Abia State, Nigeria. First, the headlines. Sky Blue Diamond Academy and Diamond Magnet Academy qualify as Enyimba TV and Radio Limited Schools Debate advances to semi-finals. Abia NSCDC arrests Chinese national for illegal mining. Nnamdi Kanu denounces soldiers' killing in Abba, seeks out-of-court settlement with federal government. Thanks for joining us on the news at this period. I am Esther Chima. Now the news in details. The remaining two semi-final sports of Enyimba TV and Radio Limited Senior Secondary Schools Debate Competition, tagged On the Contrary, were decided yesterday. Diamond Magnet Academy and Great Turning Point Academy debated for one of the sports on the topic, Bullies in schools should be treated as criminals and not pardoned. Our correspondent Confidence Paul monitored the debate and filed this report.
In the highly anticipated On the Contrary secondary school debate competition, Diamond Magnet Academy and Great Turning Point schools clashed in a fierce battle of wits, tackling a pressing issue that has sparked intense debate in educational circles. The motion on the table, bullies in schools should be treated as criminals and not given pardons. Diamond Magnet Academy, proposing the motion, argued that bullying is a serious offense with long-lasting effects, warranting criminal punishment to ensure accountability and safety.
I know you guys can remember the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. Are we not saying that God made a mistake when he punished them and God should go and apologize to Sodom and Gomorrah? I also heard my opponent talk about aggressiveness of the police. That is just a fallacy because all national laws emphasize and advocate punishment for criminals, offenders, and bullies.
Support for rehabilitation. Proverbs 19 verse 18. Discipline your son while there is hope. Do not be a willing party to his death. As ironic as it may seem, criminal proceedings can provide rehabilitation programs, providing structured support for bullies to reform their behaviors.
Meanwhile, Great Turning Point schools opposing the motion countered that criminalizing bullying would overlook the complexities of adolescent behavior, instead advocating for rehabilitation and restorative justice.
Do you see how criminals are treated? They are stripped half naked, paraded half naked, and are eventually killed after this public disgrace. You can see dead bodies lying beside there. And my fourth is this. Criminals are also treated this way. They are stripped naked, tied to trees, and are eventually killed. Treating bullies in schools as criminals will further promote the culture of jungle justice.
As both teams presented their arguments, counter-arguments, and rebuttals, leaving the audience to ponder the most effective approach to addressing bullying in our schools. The judges made their observations and remarks on the points presented by the debaters. After a fierce battle of words, logic, and passion, the judges have carefully deliberated and reached a verdict. With persuasive arguments and convincing rebuttals, the team that has emerged victorious is Diamond Magnet Academy.
Diamond Magnet Academy are the winners of today's debate.
The debaters expressed their feelings after the debate.
My name is Jessica Ikugift. I'm from Diamond Magnet School. I'm grateful to my teachers, I'm grateful to God, I'm grateful for the time they made out to ensure that we go on to the third round of this debate. And actually we came out and we are thankful to God for that.
My name is Anthony Chidara Favor from Great Turning Point International Primary Secondary School, Model Village, Isoma, Unkwa Local Government Area. I thank God for today. Well, it was a tough time, but I thank God for everything.
I am Aaron, a student of Diamond Magnet School, and I must say this round of this debate was very tough, but I thank God that we are able to make it to the finals. To thank our able management and the teachers who made sure that we made it this far. Well, we came, we saw, and conquered.
It's a marvelous from Great Turning Point International Schools. Although today was tough and the preparation was tough, but I promise my audience and viewers that the next edition will come out in the finals.
The debates may have ended, but the impact of the arguments will linger. Diamond Magnet Academy and Great Turning Point Academy have shown us that there are no easy answers when it comes to bullying, but also that our young people are passionate, articulate, and committed to finding solutions. As we reflect on their words, let us remember that the true test of leadership is not winning an argument, but working together to create a better world for all. Confidence Paul reporting.
The remaining one slot for the semi-final had Sky Blue Diamond Academy contending with Mata Misericordia Girls Technical College, Abba. The topic for debate was religious institutions should pay taxes in Nigeria. The debaters gave exceptional and thrilling performances during the debate. Our correspondent Amarachi Osondo monitored the event and filed the report.
The second session for the day was indeed a peaceful clash between both schools who contended to secure a spot to the next level. The brilliant minds showcased a high level of knowledge and comprehensive understanding of the topic. Before the debate commenced, there were certain criteria read out by Mary Ihedrika, which must be adhered by the debaters. The main speaker from the opposing school gave convincing reasons why religious institutions should not pay taxes in Nigeria.
St. Thomas's Catholic Church took the bull by the horn and swiftly intervened by the immediate transformation of their church premises to a refugee camp where all the needs of the refugees were attended to. And I ask again, where was the government? Still, you insist on taxing them? Just organizations over the years and decades have always helped the government in the provision of social amenities and in the development of society.
As an opponent said that it has been on historical exemption. This is fallacy. I mean, pure fallacy. Emperor Constantine never gave the policy for them to be exempted from taxes. Rather, he gave the Milan Edict, which way he made them to be recognized. And again, he released their seized property. As an opponent said that it will hinder mission work. What mission? Do we still have genuine and committed mission in this world?
The next was the rebuttal, where a representative from both schools counters their opponents' arguments. The debate competition was indeed an intellectual battle with a series of heated arguments. It was a tough decision for the judges to determine the winner. After a series of assessments and calculations from the judges, a winner emerged.
Of the debate today, Sky Blue Diamond Academy, they are the winners of the debate.
At the end of the debate, participants who spoke to us shared their views.
My name is Enyimba Precious from Mata Misericordia Girls Secondary College, Abba. Well, I feel good about the debate because I did my best and I left the rest for God. So God has a reason. Maybe sometime later we'll do better than this.
My name is Abba Kyari of Sky Blue Diamond Academy. Well, the debate was a bombshell and I'm so happy to be the winner of it. The debate was good, like it could have even been the final, but all the same, all going to God.
My name is Mr. Acha Charles. I'm the proprietor of Sky Blue Diamond Academy, and I'm really happy with the outcome of the debate today. Though I really appreciate the two schools because the other school was really a strong force to be reckoned with. So we really appreciate all the students who performed. They are great.
The platform is aimed at helping students build their confidence by creating an atmosphere where they can freely express themselves on issues rising in the society. Amarachi Osondo reporting.
Abia State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, has arrested a Chinese national and one accomplice in Umunnochi local government area of Abia State for illegal mining of laterite. The commandant, Usman Afadarai, says the arrest followed sustained surveillance carried out by the operatives of the command, who specializes in mining operations. Afadarai says the illegal act being perpetrated by foreigners will not be condoned. Abia State Governor Dr. Alex Oti has relieved his Chief Press Secretary, Kazie Uko, of his duties. This was made known to journalists at Government House, Omahia, by the Commissioner for Information and Culture, Prince Kanu, on the outcome of this week's State Executive Council meeting. Prince Kanu said that it is in a bid to rejig the media ecosystem of the governor. He approved the appointment of a new Chief Press Secretary in the person of Mr. Ukoha Njoko Ukoha. Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma is challenging the media professionals in the country to assist, educate, and enlighten the public properly on the rationale behind the removal of fuel subsidy by President Bola Tinubu. Governor Uzodinma gave the challenge when he met with the leadership of both the State Correspondents Chapel of the NUJ and those of the State Chapter of the National Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, at the Government House, Owerri. He said that although the removal had inevitably imposed temporary hardship on the people, which he said would soon fizzle out, added that the action was part of the economic policies initiated by the president to reposition the nation's degenerating economy and place it on the path of recovery and growth. Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has condemned the killing of soldiers by gunmen in Abia State. Speaking to reporters at the premises of the Federal High Court, Abuja, Mr. Kanu said the killing was at variance with the principles of IPOB. At the proper court proceedings, Kanu, through his lawyer, Aloy Ejimako, informed Justice Bintan Yako and the prosecuting counsel, Adeboyenga Awomolo, that the defense wants the case settled out of court. But Justice Bintan Yako and Adeboyenga Awomolo urged Kanu's counsel to reach out to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi. Meanwhile, Federal High Court in Abuja adjourned the ongoing trial against the leader of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to September 23, 25 and 26, 2024, following the inability of the trial to commence properly. Justice Emeka Wike has declined to grant bail to suspended Deputy Commissioner of Police Abba Kyari and 2 other suspended senior police officers. In separate rulings, the court held that the defendants had not brought any evidence in court to warrant the court's discretion. Justice Wike said the court must exercise its discretion judiciously, and in this case, the court cannot grant bail to the defendants. Kyari was detained following his arrest on February 14, 2022, by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency for alleged involvement in a cocaine deal. Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Adeolu Agbetokun is condemning what he called the breakdown of law and order at various local government council secretariats in Rivers State and clashes which led to the killing of a police inspector and a vigilante member. Force Public Relations Officer ACP Muyiwa Dejobi, while addressing journalists in Abuja, said the IGP directed the Commissioner of Police in the state, CP Olatunji Disu, to beef up security across the state and carry out investigations into the killing of the 2 victims. The CP was also directed to focus on increased patrols, strategic deployment of officers, and enhance intelligent operations to prevent further violence and ensure the safety of our residents. Meanwhile, police has retained control of the 23 local government secretariats in Rivers State. Meanwhile, a 3rd casualty has been confirmed in the crisis rocking Rivers State. A young man identified as Endwell Ejindo was shot dead in the Ahoda East local government area of the state. Ejindo was the student union government president of Elechi Amadi Polytechnic, Port Harcourt, during the 2017 and 2018 academic session. Details gathered suggest he was part of the youths who protested at the council headquarters as a viral social media video showed him chanting songs and waving an Ijaw Youth Council flag alongside some youths. Eyewitnesses said while on a commercial motorcycle, he was shot at close range by unknown assailants in Ahoda main town at about 9 p.m. on Tuesday. Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has sworn in 23 new caretaker chairmen for the 23 local government areas of the state. The swearing-in was done at the Government House in Port Harcourt, the state capital, amid tight security. Governor Fubara also mandated the Auditor General of the state to begin the audit of the accounts of the 23 local government areas for the past 3 years. Enyimba TV News gathers that Governor Fubara had forwarded the list to the State House of Assembly on Tuesday, and the nominees were invited for screening as early as 8 a.m. on Wednesday. Following the barrage of political crises currently tearing apart the political fabrics of the state, the All Progressives Congress APC chapter in Rivers State is calling for declaration of a state of emergency. The demand was made in Port Harcourt by the Caretaker Committee Chairman, Tony Okocha, during an interaction with journalists. Okocha, who blamed the state governor, Siminalayi Fubara, for the unrest, said the state is at war and the only way for residents to live in peace is for the federal government to declare a state of emergency in the state. Abia State Governor Senator Diodiri is appealing to all political leaders and other key actors in Rivers State to sheath their swords and give peace a chance to enable development thrive in the state. Speaking at this week's Executive Council meeting in Government House, Yenagoa, Governor Diri says Bayelsa is interested in partnering with her sister state to promote peace and development in the Niger Delta region. Governor Diodiri warned that the ongoing crisis would only result to underdevelopment, hence his call for leaders and key players to broker peace for a more productive River State. People's Democratic Party PDP in Edo has expelled Philip Shuaibu, a former deputy governor of the state. PDP State Working Committee in Edo also expelled Dan Obi, the party's national vice chairman South, and Omogi Ihama, a former member of the House of Representatives who represented the Oredo federal constituency. In a statement issued by Ogi Vasco, the PDP spokesperson in Edo State said Shuaibu, Obi and Ihama were expelled over alleged anti-party activities. Enyimba TV News records Shuaibu was impeached as a deputy governor by the Edo State House of Assembly in April. You're still watching Enyimba TV News. After the short break, the news continues with foreign, business and sports updates. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Glad to know you're still there. Now the rest of the news. Cyril Ramaphosa was sworn in for a second full term as South Africa's president in a ceremony in the administrative capital, Pretoria. His inauguration as head of a multi-party government comes just 3 weeks after elections in which his African National Congress failed to secure a majority for the first time since the end of apartheid. The party subsequently made a deal with its longtime rival, the opposition Democratic Alliance, and other parties to form a coalition government. Addressing the nation, Ramaphosa said the country had begun a new era and pledged that his government would work to improve basic living conditions for all citizens. And from the business scene, Nigeria's oil output dipped after a major oil field was forced to shut down due to oil leaks. The Nembe Creek's oil field, which produces roughly 150,000 barrels of crude per day, was shut down on June 17, 2024. The leak occurred on the Nembe Creek trunk line, a pipeline that transports oil from the field to the Bonny Oil Export Terminal. Edo Eastern Exploration and Production Company, the operator of the pipeline, confirmed the leak and the subsequent shutdown. The cause of the leak is still unknown. The leak was discovered during routine operations in the Nembe area of Abia State, located in Nigeria's Delta region, one of the most populated areas in the world, due to decades of oil spills that have damaged farming and fishing. And now sports. Nigeria Football Federation (NFF) has refuted reports circulating in some online publications claiming that the federation has imposed a ban on Super Eagles forward Victor Osimhen due to his recent social media outburst against former coach Finidi George. Recall that Osimhen responded fiercely to Finidi's claims about his commitment to Nigeria's national team, the Super Eagles, ahead of the crucial 2026 World Cup qualifiers this month. NFF General Secretary Dr. Mohamed Sanusi expressed his astonishment at these reports, clarifying that the Federation has neither initiated nor concluded any process to ban Osimhen from the national team. And with our sports story, we wrap up this edition of the news on Enyimba TV at this time. But before we go, here is a recap of the top stories. Sky Blue Diamond Academy and Diamond Magnet Academy qualify as Enyimba TV and Radio Limited Schools debate advances to semi-finals. Abia NSCDC arrests Chinese national for illegal mining. Nnamdi Kanu denounces soldiers' killing in Abba, seeks out-of-court settlement with federal government. Now that's our package of the news for now. Please join us for more updates on our subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, do not forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Click on the notification bell to receive alerts when new videos are uploaded. Thanks for watching. On behalf of the production crew and the producer, I am Esther Chima. Thank you so much for watching.